How intergenerational trauma is transmitted from one generation to the next. If in the generation of grandparents, the grandparents believe that the children's needs that are supposed to be met are physical, they are teaching their children that emotional needs are not important. If the grandparents are dismissive of the children's needs, if the grandparents are not responsive when their children need them, they are teaching the children that that is normal. Of course, it is affecting the children. That is all they know. The children learn this, internalize it, and in turn, start teaching their own children. When they start having them, they will suppress their feelings. And of course, teach their own children to suppress feelings. They would be uncomfortable talking about topics that are painful. Of course, they'll be teaching their children that such topics should not be talked about. And they will see their children as objects to be seen and to be provided for materially and not emotionally. That is what their children in turn internalize. And their children grow up knowing that a good parent is a parent that provides for the child materially. A good parent is that parent who is dismissive to the child's needs, especially the child's emotional needs. And the children believe that that is the normal. Of course, expressing themselves will be difficult. Talking about uncomfortable conversations will be difficult. And letting their own children to air up themselves would be seen as disrespectful. And as such, that trauma has successfully moved from the grandparental generation to the parents and presently to the children. And if the children don't stand up for themselves and do something about this, they would inevitably continue to transmit this intergenerational trauma to their own children. So for this trauma to end, there is need for a courageous person who can be able to stand up and say, no, this is too much. It has to end with me. Because if there is no courageous person to do that, the trauma will continue with their own children and into future generations.